Meghan Markle's Netflix disaster with love. Meghan is nothing short of a shameless vanity project wrapped in luxury and deception. Far from the authentic peek into her life it claims to be, the show reeks of artificiality. Filmed in a $5 million rented mansion and drenched in designer outfits worth thousands. Critics have rightly torn it apart, branding it the fakest stuff ever and a cure for insomnia. As the backlash intensifies and whispers of cancellation grow louder, one thing becomes crystal clear. Meghan's relentless obsession with wealth, status, and self-promotion has once again exposed her true priorities. And the world is finally seeing through the act. Meghan Markle's Netflix show faces growing criticism as Jason Naff, the former palace aide, comes forward with explosive revelations about alleged staff mistreatment. During a rare appearance on 60 Minutes Australia, Naff stood by his previous accusations and stated he wouldn't change anything about exposing these allegations. The storm began when Naff, who worked as communications secretary for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, sent a strongly worded email to Simon Case, Prince William's private secretary. His message outlined very serious problems with Meghan's behavior. He noted that 2 personal assistants had been bullied out of the household in just a year. Staff members reported experiencing emotional cruelty and manipulation under Meghan's leadership. According to internal communications, one troubling episode left a staff member shaking after encountering the Duchess at Kensington Palace. The situation became so dire that several employees started calling themselves members of the Sussex Survivors Club, suggesting how deeply affected they were. These workplace tensions seem to have followed Meghan into her new projects. The Wrap reports the Sussexes have worn out their welcome in Hollywood with an iron-fisted desire for control. The January issue of Vanity Fair shared accounts from American operations staff members who called the work environment really awful. A source revealed employees lived in constant fear of being thrown to the wolves. Team members either took extended breaks, quit their positions, or needed long-term therapy after working with the Duchess. The allegations describe a subtle form of intimidation where staff felt yelled at without somebody raising their voice. Meghan's team has managed to keep their stance that these claims are a calculated smear campaign based on misleading and harmful misinformation. All the same, this controversy has cast a dark cloud over her efforts to rebrand herself as a relatable entrepreneur. Royal experts believe Prince William's approval of Naff's recent interview adds weight to these allegations. One expert pointed out, if there were any doubts Meghan Markle was all she was stated to be, as a bully, then this interview wouldn't have been approved by Prince William. The allegations now reach beyond palace walls and affect Meghan's current projects and professional relationships. Her move from royal life to Hollywood has hit major roadblocks, with the Duchess Difficult label making a comeback along with fresh questions about her professional conduct. Critics watching her Netflix series now pay close attention to her interactions with production staff. Some analysts think Meghan's on-camera interactions with crew members, rather than speaking to viewers directly, might be her way of fighting back against the dictator in high heels narrative. These ongoing controversies could derail Meghan's entertainment industry ambitions. Her Netflix deal has already been called a Hollywood miss, with previous shows like Heart of Invictus and Live to Lead falling short of expectations. The success of With Love, Meghan has become vital for her professional future. What are your thoughts on this? As our channel evolves and refines the way we deliver content, we truly want to hear from you, our thoughtful and unbiased viewers. If there's a topic you'd love us to cover, don't hesitate to share it in the comments. Every comment you leave is a valuable contribution that helps shape this community. Now, let's dive back into today's discussion. Meghan Markle's Netflix show has been exposed for using reality TV tricks that cast serious doubt on its authenticity. Despite appearing to offer a glimpse into her life, the show was filmed in an $8 million rented estate, not her actual home, raising questions about transparency. Meghan claimed it was to protect her haven, but many see it as yet another calculated move. Critics also slammed her on-screen behavior, with body language experts calling her interactions dominant and controlling, rather than genuine. Despite its polished look, the show lacks clear direction, a surprising flaw given Meghan's so-called freakish attention to detail. This latest venture only fuels the growing perception that her carefully crafted image is anything but real. TV production experts say the show doesn't align with current content trends. Kinsey Schofield, who hosts the To Die For Daily podcast, says the show looks too controlled, too glossy, too produced. She notes that Netflix targets viewers aged 18 to 39 with roughly 70 million monthly users on its most popular tier, while TikTok attracts over 1 billion monthly active users in the same age group. British broadcaster Helena Chard spots similarities between the show's opening sequence and Gardener's World, a long-running UK series She adds that after 20 minutes, the content becomes mundane and lacks wow factor. UK royal correspondent Neil Sean questions Meghan's kitchen tutorials, noting her uncertainty when looking for items suggests she's not familiar with the space. Industry professionals have questioned the show's format. Modern cooking shows give clear step-by-step instructions, but this series offers little practical guidance. A television insider likened it to watching the Home Shopping Network, highlighting its commercial rather than educational approach. The production ended up prioritizing style over substance. The show looks beautiful and well-edited, but critics say it doesn't stand out from similar content. One industry expert mentioned that viewers might feel they've seen this format before in Pamela Anderson's show, which brings up questions about originality and fresh ideas. Royal traditions face unprecedented challenges as Meghan Markle's latest Netflix venture stirs controversy among palace insiders. Former royal protocol officers worry about the show's departure from media guidelines that have shaped the monarchy's public image for generations. The British monarchy and media have operated under the never complain, never explain principle. This carefully arranged system, known as the Royal Rota, gives exclusive access to select UK outlets, including the Daily Express, the Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror, the Evening Standard, the Telegraph, the Times of London, and the Sun. Royal protocol sets strict guidelines for public appearances and media participation. These rules, which King Louis XIV of France created, still shape how the monarchy presents itself to the world. These protocols serve two purposes. The institution's dignity and security measures remain intact. Palace officials host yearly gatherings for media representatives to promote a mutually beneficial relationship between the monarchy and press outlets. This arrangement has given controlled access while protecting the royal family's privacy behind palace walls. Meghan Markle has repeatedly challenged royal protocols since joining the royal family, often ignoring long-established traditions in favor of her approach. From her choices in appearance, like opting for French manicures and square-shaped nails instead of the natural looks favored by royal women, to her interactions with staff, her behavior has sparked controversy. Reports even detail an incident in Australia, where she allegedly threw tea at a maid, a serious breach of royal staff dynamics. Her disregard for security protocols also raised concerns, as she often handled gifts from the public herself, despite strict safety measures requiring staff to take them immediately. Palace insiders suggest Meghan was unwilling to learn traditional etiquette, despite Queen Elizabeth's direct efforts to guide her. Former royal etiquette expert Liz Brewer summed up the issue by saying, "She needs to remember she is no longer an actress acting a part. She is part of Brand Britain." The Netflix show marked Meghan's most dramatic break from royal conventions yet. Filmed in a rented mansion and designed to control her narrative, the project bypassed the monarchy's carefully managed media strategy, raising further concerns about the impact on royal traditions. Palace officials worry that Meghan's continued defiance of protocol risks damaging the dignity and safety the royal family has worked to preserve. Thomas Markle shared new details about his estranged daughter Meghan that have made their family drama worse. The 79-year-old father spoke out in what he says will be his last TV appearance about his broken relationship with the Duchess of Sussex and Prince Harry. Thomas spoke openly about Meghan's first marriage and shared unknown details about her relationship with Trevor Engelson. "I like Trevor," he said while watching videos of his daughter's Jamaica wedding. "I don't think he ever understood why she dumped him, either." His move to Mexico comes from wanting a peaceful life. "Not running away. I'm not running away. I am going in search of a more positive life." The pain of never meeting his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, weighs heavily on him. Their relationship fell apart after a controversial event before the royal wedding. Thomas admitted to being part of staged paparazzi photos but claims he was innocent. "I was set up for that and set up to ruin the wedding. It was a ploy by a company, and I was a victim." Thomas couldn't believe how much his daughter had changed. "Meghan lived with me from her 6th grade to high school, and I never saw anything like that with her," he added. "I never saw the kind of woman she turned into. I'm shocked to this day. She's not the person I knew as my daughter." Health problems have made this family conflict even harder. A bad stroke in May 2022 affected Thomas's speech, and he stayed out of the public eye for more than a year. His daughter never reached out, even during this medical crisis. "I still haven't seen my grandkids, and I think King would like to see his grandkids as well." The Netflix show drama continues, but Thomas still hopes for peace. "I wish her no ill will. I dream that one day I could bring my whole family together, like a normal family." He thanked King Charles for walking Meghan down the aisle, saying, "I'm a grandfather, and he is King of England. But he too is a grandfather who would like to see his grandkids." The 5-year separation from his daughter hurts him deeply. "Guys go to prison for 5 years and then they're forgiven. I didn't do anything, so forgive me, I guess." His love remains unchanged despite everything. I don't like some of the things my daughter has done, but I will always love her. My door is always open to her. I love her, and that will never change. I love all my children. As Meghan's Netflix spectacle continues to crumble under the weight of its artificiality, it leaves us wondering, how much longer can this carefully curated facade hold up? With criticism mounting and cancellation rumors swirling, it's clear that the cracks in her image are becoming impossible to ignore. But what do you think? Is this just another failed attempt at rebranding? Or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more unfiltered takes and the latest royal drama.